So recently, a lot of Bangladeshi movies have been around in for chatter, for because of their content, for because of their good cinematography, good overall a good material. We saw 5 releases all together in the Eid itself, and I mostly covered a lot of them. But after the Eid releases, and I was a little upset because there was not going to be any big releases after that, and maybe in the next Eid, but in between that period there was going to be a very big drought of Bangladeshi cinemas. But surprisingly, underdog came in and took the internet by storm, especially Bangladeshi internet. I'm talking about Cha Gorom. It is not a theatrical release, it is a OTT release, and it came in directly on Chorki. And Chorki has been doing a very good job in the marketing of the show. They have been doing press conferences, they have been doing interviews, they have been showcasing their film in the area of where the Cha laborers work. I mean, Sylhet. Among all the Cha laborers, they are promoting their movie among them, about whom the movie is about. And honestly, seeing that how much chatter the movie is creating, how much buzz the movie is creating, I'm actually happy, because quite frankly, this movie is nothing extraordinary, not a masterclass of a movie, not a mind-boggling movie, but it is a good movie with a good topic, and it has its heart in the right place with a good performance, good storytelling, a very noteworthy topic, and a topic that needs to be talked about. This movie is a simple movie that is done right. And here are the elements that I actually liked about the movie. And after watching it, I believe Shankar Das Gupta, the director of the movie, has done a great job in creating a simple movie with a simple topic, but telling the story in a very simple yet beautiful way. First of all, the niche. As I said, the topic is a very niche topic. It is centered around the livelihood of the Cha laborers from Sylhet, the people of the hill valley, where they work all day long, and they have been working for such a long period of time for the same amount of wages and same amount of health care and same amount of work time, without any health care, without any labor benefits, or without any organization as specifically focused on them, or the government specifically focused on them. They have been doing this job for a long period of time now, and honestly, nothing about their livelihood, nothing about their struggle has changed a lot. This movie focuses on that specific livelihood, on their specific lifestyle and their culture, their habitats, and their point of view towards outer world, and our point of view towards them as well. It manages to focus on a lot of intricate, nuanced detailing about their livelihood, especially their healthcare, the kind of lack of healthcare that they get, and how they cope with it, how they get on with their life without even getting the proper healthcare that they deserve, the kind of partiality among the wages that they have been getting for such a long time. They are sort of isolated from the whole world, how they have been coping with it despite having such a low wage, and how their livelihood is going on, how they are managing their own lifestyle, having to work so hard yet getting so low wages. It also focuses on some dogmatism that the local of this group has, the kind of belief system that they have developed over the years, having not been in connection with the world that we currently live in, and being isolated with technology, with knowledge, with proper education for such a long time. They have developed their own mindset, their own belief system around certain things, and that has been showcased in a very nuanced way as well. But this movie not only focuses on their point of view, but our point of view about them as well. How we have been living on with our own life, with our own lifestyle, completely unbothered about daily part of our life. The tea that we have every day is being cultivated with such labor, with such intense work, and we are so unbothered about it. We are so untouched about their reality that we don't simply care. And the movie focuses on that character very well through the perspective of outer world, or person of the outer world, the person who has been developed in privilege of the world that we live in now, and the person that has not been in touch with the privilege that the people like us get. Coming to the characters, Safa is playing the character of Dr. Irene, who is new MBBS doctor who has been handed over the task to associate a senior doctor in the healthcare to help her provide healthcare in the turfs of in the hills of Sylhet among all these tea laborers. And this is when her illusion of her world and the illusion of the world that she lives in breaks, and she gets to connect with the people of the hilly area or the tea valley, and slowly how a person who is more self-centered, a little selfish in a way, and insecure and self-doubtful turns into a character who is more focused about the person that she is helping, is more focused about the growth of the next person, growth of the person who lacks all the privilege that she gets, and how she gets more concerned about the healthcare and the education system of the people of that tea valley, specifically Nandini, and how she sacrifices her needs, her ambitions, and momentarily for the needs and benefit of Nandini. There is definitely a character arc, a character growth in her, and the movie itself is very light-hearted. It focuses on a lot of problems, but it focuses on them with a very light-hearted, optimistic approach. So Safa Kabir's character reminded me of Geet from Jab We Met, at least Geet from the first half of Jab We Met. And although she doesn't have the energy or charm at the same level of Geet, but by the end of the movie, the kind of charm she develops while being among those people, while being among people like Nandini, Robinda, and the tea laborers, the kind of character development she goes through, it is very heartwarming to see the kind of changes that she brought in herself as the character. Along with her, the friend she brought in, Mithu, played by Partho, did a very wonderful job in providing her the support that she needs. Also being supportive to her, also being pragmatic and realistic at certain points, while being optimistic, while handling her optimism and giving her a reality check, balance between both the world, and still supporting her choices, supporting her through every decision that she makes throughout the movie. Partho Sheikh's character, Mithu, is a green flag that every girlfriend will look for. Then coming to the character that the movie later on focuses primarily on her journey, it is going to be Nandini, played by Aditi. There is a certain kind of naivety, innocence in her eyes while she goes through a lot of pain, her physical pain, her mental pain. She has to go through a lot throughout the whole movie. She has portrayed them with a lot of nuance and a lot of layering. There is a sense of pain and exhaustion in her eyes when she is treated harshly through her father or due to her physical problems, but still every time a chance of growth, a chance of opportunity comes in, or every time Dr. Irene or Miss Safa Kabir's character comes in front of her, she approaches her with a big ounce of optimism that showcases that despite the kind of upbringing that she got, that despite the kind of world that she lives in, she is willing to change her own fate and she is determined to do so. Among all of these characters, the character I like the most, according to me, that stood out the most among all of them was Robinda, played by Rezwan Parves. He understood the assignment very well. He felt like a character who grew up in that surrounding. He knew that surrounding very well. He knew how that world works. He understood all the limitations that this world has. Despite that, he had a grounded approach towards his reality, but he had an optimistic side in him as well, a side that made him a strong supporting shield for the character like Nandini and the character like Dr. Irene as well. He is that one friend that you always get by your side, no matter how hard your decision is, no matter how awful of a situation you are in, he is always by your side. And that was the most interesting fact about Robin. He is well aware of his surrounding. He is well aware of the nature of the people that he lives in. Despite that, he knows how to control them. He knows how to control himself. He is unapologetic about himself. He knows his limitations, but he accepts himself as he is. Also being open to others about their opinion and approaching other people with an open heart about their opinion and their point of view about life. He is grounded by the fact that everyone that lives in his reality, in his surrounding, are brought up and nurtured in a way that they are afraid of taking risks. Despite that, when the chance of growth came in, specifically for Nandini, he gave his all, he gave his support however he could. So for me, Robinda is particularly one character who looked like he suited that environment. He was from that environment, he was from that surrounding, from that locality. He knew that locality very well. He knew everyone of that locality, and more importantly, if I was a part of a character of this movie, I would like to have a friend like Robinda. So this was my feelings about the particular characters of this movie. It has portrayed the story in a very linear way, but very simplistic way, but the topic, the niche was dealt with very subtle nuances. I'm not going to say that this is a perfect movie because there are some downside to it. As I said, the movie is very open about the topic that it is is focusing on. So at particular times it does feel like it is on our nose a little. They are not only showcasing the problem visually but stating every fact verbally as well. In every interval there is a monologue among the two main characters, Partho Sheikh's character and Safa character, about how their life is, how the livelihood of the people of the tea valley is. So in every interval when you start to mentioning all of these problems over and over again, it does start to feel like that they are trying to push the message a little too much on our face. Plus adding to the fact that the dialogue writing specifically for the character of Safa at certain points felt a little lacklusting to me. Well, that was my feeling about Cha Gorom. If you haven't seen the movie in Chorki yet, I suggest you give it a watch, give it a try. It's a sweet, simple story. Yes, it's not a masterpiece. Yes, it does have its flaws, but given the type of topic it is focusing on and the performances from the whole star cast, it is a good watch. And this type of stories, this type of topics, this type of niche topics should be explored more, and the kind of reception that this movie is getting, I feel it is well deserved. That was it for this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to Omlan Rexo.